estamos de regreso con Noches de Negocio. Today the show is going to be in English, so if you don't speak English, go get your dictionary, go get your translator, get ready. 2024, we're taking over. We're happy to be here. We're back. We have an amazing guest today. How you doing, Jorge? How you doing, Nikki? Welcome to the show.
Hi, Ricardo.
How are we doing? How are we doing?
Good.
Welcome.
Hi, Jorge.
Señores, everything is fine. Everything is good. Ricky, we're having fun. We're coming back to the business nights on Wednesdays. We're coming with a bunch of people that they will give a lot of value to what you have to do, what they went through in life, in the business life. We have an impressive person today. I was doing the research today. I was like, she confirmed it, 40 years in the in the realtor situation, comedian, CEO, stand-up comedy. Nikki, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to have you in the show. Thank you very much for coming. And then let it run.
It is an absolute pleasure for me to be here.
Okay.
I've been impressed with Ricardo since we met. And we met through the Elevate cohort. He was in the first cohort, and I was in the second, and they had a whole mixer, and that's where we connected. And I'm super excited to be here. I'm so excited, Jorge, to meet you tonight and to see this beautiful new space that Washington Digital Media is in. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a lot of work to get here.
Indeed.
And today I was in your show.
You were.
Cracking the code, the
Cracking
CEO
the
code.
CEO code.
Exactly. And we talked a little bit about the challenge that we have as CEO and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm happy you're here. This show is more about business. It's more relaxed. We tend to talk and ask different questions and all that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm happy with the new space.
Yeah.
I'm happy with this new year. I shared to you my story with you today. So you guys want to know what I talked to her about?
Oh my God.
Where do they need to go?
Go to my page. Go to Cracking the CEO Code on Facebook or Nikki Moore, my page. It's on both, and it'll be everywhere. It'll be everywhere that I am.
Yes.
Because it was a dope conversation, and it was a very, very enlightening and interesting experience. Ricardo, you got raw.
Yeah.
You got raw. He talked about his fears. He talked about his failures. He talked about the obstacles that he faces. He talked about all around boss shit.
Yes.
I don't know if we're supposed to cuss.
Yeah, you can cuss.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a free channel.
Sometimes
talked about
that
all
word
of
can
that.
describe everything.
Yeah. Right. Okay. And that's what we did today, and it was so good. And can I say I just fell in love with you just a little bit more after our conversation today. It was
Thank
good.
you.
It was very good.
Well, now you are in the spot.
I am.
We want to know about you. We want to know about what gets you going in the morning. What is your dream? What are the things? Now, I just want to let you know.
Whoa, sorry.
I just want to let the audience know that I'm
sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Siri, because nobody's
No,
talking
Siri.
to you. Nobody's talking to you, Siri.
Siri wants to be part of the show.
Siri
Look
has
at
to
that.
be in everything. Okay, go ahead.
So I just want to let my audience know, Nikki and I are working on an amazing live go-go music and comedy show.
Series.
Exactly. And we're excited because, I love DC. I love DC culture. So I'm very happy that she allowed me to be part of her vision and all that and stuff like that. And, also it's actually getting me the idea that I should get back on the set and do some comedy shows as
You
well.
totally should. I would love to see you get on stage and do some comedy. We could have co-hosted, but I didn't know. I did not know. It's great. So in this series, you're going to see Ricardo do stand-up.
I will. I take the challenge.
Okay.
I take the
All
challenge,
right.
and we're going to do it.
You ready?
No, I will be there.
Yeah. I'm ready.
I will be there.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm so excited for this.
So, because we're working on the comedy show together, we're working on this event that's coming in February 24. I decided to bring her here today so she can tell us about what she's doing, when she started doing comedy. She's a successful businesswoman, entrepreneur, has done a lot of things in the city. Now, I was just talking to her earlier. She's like, she's tired of working too. She just wants to chill and do what she loves now.
Hey, listen, my whole life today is indescribable. It's something that if you'd asked me 10 years ago what I'd be doing and how I saw my life, I would have sold myself short.
Oh, wow.
I would not have known half the people I know, including yourself and you now, Jorge. And I would not have been doing half the stuff that I do. I am the lead writer for Union District Films, and we have produced a sitcom called Union. It is a sitcom starring Tommy Davidson, myself, Terrell Johnson. No, Terrell, I don't even know what Terrell's last name is. Terrell, Party Crashers. That's not good. Raheem Johnson and Vernon Davis, Ernest Thomas from What's Happening, the sitcom, the famous sitcom What's Happening and What's Happening Now, and Shar Jackson from Moesha and wherever else Shar was. I think it was Moesha. I hope I'm not messing up her credits. Either way, I am the lead writer for Union District Films.
Oh, wow.
So let's talk about the fact that we are working on multiple projects. We actually have a casting that's happening the end of this month. This is January 2024. So January 30 and 31, if you're an actress, actor, or just want to be, show up. Show up with a headshot, a reel, or do your reel live. We're open. We're looking for new talent, and we're casting talent in all roles. Lead roles, supporting roles, walk-on roles, just appearing roles. We need people to do a little bit of everything. Russell, the founder of Union District Films, Russell Webster, is also owner of Union District Oyster Bar, where the sitcom is based, is really, really open and innovative. We've partnered with the DC Office of Cable Television, Film, Music, and Entertainment. Shout out to Muriel Bowser, who saw DC arts and talent as a priority, and she has made it so and created a space for myself, you, Ricardo, and you, Jorge, and people like us to do what we love.
Exactly.
And we love it. Thank you, Muriel. Thank
Shout
you,
out to
favorite
Muriel
mayor.
Bowser on her third
Three
term.
term.
Exactly.
Thank you, 3-term.
She's kicking it.
She doing it. So there's that. And then there's Just Jokes USA, which is my baby, my love. The company that I do, I've started Just Jokes USA in 2010. It took off in 2012. We incorporated and we did all the things. Just Jokes USA is a live entertainment and talent platform, and we do live comedy. And you have joined us. Washington Digital Media is now a partner with Just Jokes USA, and Kevin Holland, who is I can't remember Kevin's company.
Okay, I don't remember either.
Yeah, anyway, we're doing shit, okay? We're doing lots of stuff, and we're having a good time doing it.
Yeah, so based on our conversation, this is the first show we're doing on February 24th.
Yep.
But we're planning to do 4 shows.
Six shows.
And we talked about one of them being the Latino comedy
Yes.
show during the Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yes, September.
And instead of go-go, we're gonna bring some salsa. We're gonna bring some Afro beats,
Right.
Latin Afro beats. We're gonna make a good show.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's
Dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
If you have the Latino fetish, you know where to find us.
that's it. And we are really we're not ending here. We're starting here. So we're going to do so much more. And I would love for us to be able to do the Latino or Heritage show at the Sports and Entertainment Arena, which is a 4,200 seat arena managed by Events DC, who will be one of our partners. I'm speaking that into existence because we don't have a deal yet.
No, we're gonna make it after the show. Everybody gonna want to jump on the wagon.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how
As
we
they
do.
should, because we're amazing.
That's right.
And we doing amazing shit. My life is dope, and I do dope shit.
That's right.
You know who said that? I give you
can't-
$100 if you can tell me who
My
that
life
quote
is dope
is.
when I do dope shit. Oof.
You want to take a guess?
No.
Kanye.
Kanye.
Kanye
of
said
course.
that. It was funny.
Of course.
Dave Chappelle told that story. Kanye was on the set of the Chappelle show, and he was in the room, and he got a call while he was on the set, and he said, "Hey, whatever." He answered the phone. He said, "I'm on the set of the Chappelle show, and I can't talk right now. Blah blah blah, cause my life is dope and I do dope shit." That's Kanye West. Anyway,
Did you see the last show from Chappelle?
which one?
The one that just came out on
Oh yeah,
Netflix?
I was there.
Oh, you were?
I was there. I
Oh.
went 2 nights in a row because Dave Chappelle is my favorite comedian. And I wanted to see, I've never seen him live until he was at Lincoln just recently at the Lincoln Theater in D.C. And I went to see the show, and I went to see it 2 days.
Oh,
He
wow.
was here for 5 days, but I went 2 days because I wanted to see if like the crowd work that he does and the candid stuff that he does is a part of his set or just like, spontaneous riff. And it turns out it's a part of the set,
Yeah.
but it seems like spontaneous riff, which makes him a freaking genius.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He looks so natural.
He does.
I know. And sometimes when I see Tony Woods too perform, then you see also some of the traits with Dave Chappelle too.
Now that's my real favorite comedian.
I know Tony Woods is amazing.
That's my guy.
I love that man.
You guys got to be there at the DC Improv. He's there this Sunday.
Oh, he is? All right. I haven't seen him in a while. He knows me. I worked
He's
with him
there
before.
this Sunday. You should come. So the thing that I enjoyed most about this whole Dave Chappelle piece is I wanted to see him, and my aspiration is to work with Dave.
Mm-hmm.
Like a year from now, I'm going to be somewhere on a stage with Dave Chappelle.
You
I've
will.
decided.
That's right.
Yeah.
Make it
I
happen.
made the decision. So Tony just shot his Netflix special, produced by Dave. Dave selected 4 people, and he calls them Chappelle's home team. And he did Earthquake. He did Donnell Rawlings. He did first he did Earthquake, then he did Lunell, who's also a friend, and he did Donnell Rawlings and Tony Woods. Not in
Okay.
that order. Tony and then Donnell. And it was a privilege to be present for part of it, because he did his own special, Dreamer, the most recent special. He did Earthquakes first. I didn't see Earthquake, but I did go to Oakland and watch Lunell tape her special.
Okay.
And it was just a great privilege to be in the room to see that. However, I'm such a hood rat. I am. I'm a hood rat. I'm ghetto as fuck. Listen. So I'm in the room. They take your phone. Dave has this thing where they lock your phone out.
Yeah.
And they give you a bag when you come into the building. And you put your phone in the bag. But I had 2 phones.
Oh.
So I put one in and kept one out.
Oh.
So I get in, and after Lunell does everything, they coming out, Dave's coming out, she's talking about, like, everything that happened. And it's the second show. It's the second night. So, like, everything has happened. This is it. Dave comes on stage. So I said, I'm going to get a picture. I'm going to get a picture of them on stage. And I put my phone up, and the fucking flash came on.
Betray you.
Dev. I was like, oh. I turned it off. I didn't get anything. I turned it off. And Dave from the stage said, I don't know how you got that phone in here, but you ain't going to get out with it. I was like, oh, my God. So security comes over to my little seat, and I'm like, oh. He said, they said it came from this area. So it's a white couple on this side. It's me, Hope Flood, and a couple other people. My name's on the fucking seat, okay? So I'm like, ooh, on top of being embarrassed, now I'm a whole mess. And they were like, it came from this area somewhere. I said, it wasn't me. The people behind us must have been pointing at us. So the people were like, no, it wasn't this table. So they kept going. Then somebody else came, and they were like, Nikki, they said my name. Nikki, they said it was over here. I said, why you saying my name? It wasn't. The white people said it wasn't here. I was like, okay, white people. White people, you guys are saving me. So they were like holding me down. And then they shoot them off, you know, because people are scared of white people when they assume a role of authority. So the white people were like taking a position and shit. I was like, and the people went on, and then Lunel's manager, Bill, comes over. He says, Nikki, they said it was you. I said, Bill, listen, I didn't get nothing, okay? I didn't get anything. I turned it off and turned it on and turned it off. It wasn't me. I was so embarrassed. It was terrible. So since that time, I'm no longer a hood rat. I follow all rules, especially Chappelle rules. When I saw Chappelle at Lincoln, I didn't try anything.
That should be part of your special.
It should be, right?
You should tell that story.
It should be. I will never, ever, ever try and capture Chappelle footage, bootleg, ever again.
Dave Chappelle saved me for being a hood rat.
Dave Chappelle saved me from being a hood rat. Thank you. That's it.
That's what you should call that joke.
That's what we're going to call it.
And stuff. Okay, so when did you decided that comedy was your thing? When did you like got the bug to get you on stage? Because we don't have a lot of woman comedians. I mean, it's mostly a male industry.
We actually do have a lot of
now
women
we have
comedians.
more, I think,
Yeah.
but
It is a male-dominated industry, but no longer a male industry. Like women comedians, female comedians are out here. We're producing, we're doing all the things. It's definitely, and I found that this business has been very difficult as a woman to navigate. And I've been called the angry black woman and, you know, all of that because I have to be aggressive, you know, especially when it comes to my fucking money. You motherfuckers. Don't fuck with the money. Anything else, I'm fine. But when it comes to the money, we have to go through so much unnecessariness. Like, people are so suchy much in this industry, and it's even other women in business that I found myself having to navigate nonsense. It's so stupid. It's unnecessary. Like, the fact that my genitalia is opposite yours shouldn't ever enter into anything. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. In fact, it should matter even less because as a woman in business, we are fucking brilliant. Women entrepreneurs work hard. We do what we have to do. We can take the pain, we can take the trials, the tribulations, and all of the things, and, you know, we still get challenged. And it's very unfortunate and it's very uncomfortable. It makes us seem a way that we're not necessarily. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be aggressive because I've worn a number of hats in the entertainment business. in entertainment, I've been a talent manager, I've been a producer, I've been a director, I've been an actress, I've been a creator. I've worn all the hats. And as someone wearing all those hats, it gets to be a challenge when my credibility gets challenged.
I see.
Because it gets challenged unnecessarily simply because I'm a woman. Not because I'm not capable, not because I'm not creating opportunity for people, lots and lots of people, black and brown. You know, like I'm creating a space where it doesn't necessarily exist for a number of the people that I put on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very disconcerting when I have to justify my position simply because I'm a woman.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you.
Hopefully things are changing though.
They are.
And
They
you are a true boss though. You
I
handle
am.
yourself
Thank you.
real good out there.
Thank you.
I see you. Every time I see you, you just out there rocking it. But you are, you know, you always with a nice smile.
I am.
You are very friendly. You are very welcoming. You know, approaching you doesn't, you know, some women sometimes play that role that they have to keep a poker face.
No.
You know, but you're not. You pretty friendly, very, very open, very welcoming and all that.
I'm happy.
That's good.
I'm happy. And that's my aspiration. I aspire to do all things that make me happy.
Perfect.
Like I only work with people I like.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
You're
a
welcome.
compliment.
It is, indeed. And
So-
you should feel that way. You should feel privileged because after having lived the last 2 years of my life, I have decided that I'm only allowing people in my space who make me happy.
Nice.
You know? And that is like coming in on the tail end of a very tumultuous ending relationship. It wasn't tumultuous the entire time, just the last 3 months of it. And I had to show this motherfucker who I was. You know what I mean? And it wasn't because, like, I didn't want to be soft and fluffy, because I did. I enjoyed the first 13 months of the relationship. You know what I mean? But the last 3, I had to be that bitch. And I had to let him know. He should have known. He should have known. But because he didn't pay attention, I had to become this girl. Not girl, this broad. That's what I was. I was a broad, and I had to show him exactly who the fuck I was. Because he took too much for granted. And I didn't want to do it. And it was very uncomfortable. You know, it's hard to be fluffy and aggressive at the same time.
Yes.
You know? And it was very uncomfortable. It was extremely diminishing.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he's
Yeah.
gone now.
He's gone.
Now you're
Yeah,
just
he's
happy.
Dead. He's dead.
Now you're happy.
Actually, that quote that you say that quoting everything that you don't want around you and then just having privileged people surrounding you.
Right.
Actually, that's something that I've been working for the last 3 years
Really?
in every single aspect of my life.
How is that working out?
Amazing.
It is, right?
Yeah, my circle closed in a completely different way. Now, that circle is here, and then you see a lot of people trying to jump that barrier and
Yep.
be like, hey, so it's like,
Nope.
thank you. Well, the respect is always there.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I always give this advice. I've been married for a long time. Sometimes,
Why you
sometimes,
said- he said a long time.
Sometimes I say it's like when I introduce my wife, I say, "How long you guys been together?" It's like
Y'all looking alike. You looking alike
for a
now?
long time. Sometimes I introduce her like, "Hey, my first wife and the last one," and she's like, "Whoa!" Like freaked out, but she get used to the jokes. But then it's like marriage is something so intense. It's like dating somebody. It's like I read a book, and then after I read this book from a guy from Miami, he's like, make a list of 50 things that you want to share with your couple before you start dating the person. So you have a balanced situation of like how you're going to do things in that. But now I'm putting it in business. I accommodate that to be able to join customers, enjoy people that is going to do business with me. So I was really close on doing business as a CEO. I was like, okay, fine, like I close a gap. And then I was like, yeah, you know what? I allow people to come into my life that they were just sucking too much energy. And it was too much to stress and this and that. Now it's like, get out. I'm like, I don't open that door very easily.
No.
Because I find value in the person, but I know that the value of that person is also my values. And then we be able to, co-work and be able to just grow together.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I was like, it's funny because I was reading about you, and then it was like, she's a strong woman, a good character. You don't seem soft. Every women, have their soft side, and they develop in different ways. But it's a good thing that you're saying that you cut in your corners to be able to shape your life to grow better, and then just get higher. Because you have to find that way of like thinking, okay, I'll be there. Like you say, Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians, and I saw him twice already. And then it's just like every time that we saw him, it's like, Silver Spring. I live in Silver Spring. And it's funny because it's just like he tells the stories about Silver Spring and how his dad and went to school and changed this and changed that. And then it's just like how you perceive yourself now in a year. And you say, okay, I'll be there. I want to be there for that show.
Yeah.
And for the other 6.
You will be.
But it's just funny because allowing people to be in your world is actually one of the things. When you close that gap, you fly up.
Yeah.
It will be a very interesting thing to see your path from going that way.
Yeah. And the real issue or the big deal about it is that I have decided that my space is sacred. So it's not even, it's a privilege. It's a total privilege. And I liken it to the doors that I've been able, or the rooms that I've been able to get into, and the tables that I have been allowed a seat at. And you said, it's funny you said like you don't seem soft, because that's one of the things that was challenging for me, because in this relationship I wanted to be soft, and I was soft. I was, and I can be soft now, but the thing is I'm faceted. Like, in addition to my soft side, there's this broad exterior, and it's not a bad thing. It's what I need to succeed in business.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Do you manage the same things in business and love now?
Yeah.
Cool.
And, in the relationship, I was the proverbial woman. I took on the full woman role. Like, I cooked, I cleaned. Yes, baby. What do you need? We washed the clothes. He actually washed clothes, though. He did. I like that a lot. He washed the clothes, but I folded them. And, like, we had a whole rhythm. And it was wonderful being that person. I enjoyed being that person. I enjoyed that aspect of my personality and the persona that she took on, because it was allowing me to be my full entire self. I enjoyed that. I did. And at the same time, I still had to be a boss and run my businesses and do all the things that not only supported me, but also supported him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, significantly. Which led to the fight. Bitch. I won, though. Anyway.
So tell me about your comedy career, because that, we originally went into that, and then when was the first time you got on stage? When did you?
So the first time I got on stage was December 2011.
Okay.
And it was a friend's 50th birthday party, and he had a house that was humongous in Fort Washington, Tantalent, or wherever that area is. And he did he set it up like a club, like bistro style. I said I wanted to do comedy. We were working on a reality series about property management because that was my profession. And I wanted to do this show, and the show was called Hard to Manage. And I was doing a show about affordable housing management. And that was the catalyst for me taking the stage. We had spent about $30K on shooting this footage, and that was before either of us realized that reality shows were scripted. We thought it was just real shit. We were mistaken. We shot this footage that we could never use anywhere for anything. So I decided that it would be a good idea because I had a friend who was a stand-up at the time, and I said, you know what, I feel like I could do that. He said, everybody think they funny. If you put together 5 minutes, I'll put you on stage. I said, oh, I can do that. So I decided I was going to go on stage for the first time publicly at Busboys and Poets. Because, you know, they do this for poets. They don't boo. They don't boo. They don't do that. And I was scared. So I said, okay. I did it at the 50th birthday party for, you know, to see if I could. And it went well. It went well. He had set up the room like a bistro, had all these tables, and it was dope. Had to be about 50, 60 people in there, and they liked me. So I went on stage January 16, 2012. Yep, at Busboys and Poets in Hyattsville. And I went in there, and the poetry lady was hosting the show, and she brought me up, and I fucking ripped it. The people loved it. I loved it. I didn't have fear. And the only reason I didn't have fear is because I didn't know enough at the time, you know? So I was nervous initially, but I wasn't nervous the entire time. I went up and I just talked about like the stuff that was on my mind, like I talked about crack whores and, you know, things like that. The things that I hold dear. So I got up there, and from that time to this, I have never met a microphone that I don't love.
Oh.
Yeah. It was dope. It went so good. There was this guy who was doing guitar, and he was horrible. He was terrible. And I had seen him in the room, and I said, can you play when I go up? And he went up. He was like, down, down, down. Oh, my God. I made a mistake. It was so good, though. It was so good. That was my first time on stage, and it turned out. I had all these people in the audience that I had asked to come out and watch me do stand-up for the first time, and people who loved me, they showed up for me. And it was just a great night. It was a good night. That was January 16, 2012. That was my first time doing stand-up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for you to see me.
I want to see you.
It
I
was
want
so
to see.
fun. And it's been fun ever since. It got serious. So what I likened my initial times doing stand-up comedy to is Melvin Van Peebles. Melvin Van Peebles is a filmmaker. He was an unassuming filmmaker because he was this black. He's a real father of blaxploitation movies.
Yes,
He
I
did
know
the
him.
movie Sweetback's Badass Movie, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, a
he
lot of
said,
movies in the 90s, 80s.
no, it was in the 70s.
70s, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was in the 70s, and he was the first. And he did the piece, and he's, you know, because he wasn't the stereotypical filmmaker, he talked about his filmmaking, and he likened it to a bumblebee. And what he said was, this is one of my all-time favorite quotes. He said, the bumblebee, because the bumblebee is aerodynamically incapable of flight. You know, because bumblebee is like a body with them little light ass wings, and but because the bumblebee doesn't know that is aerodynamically incapable of flight, it flies anyway.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Right. So that's the way I saw it. I liken myself to the bumblebee. You know, like I didn't know that jokes had to be set up. There had to be a premise, set up, and a surprise punch. None of that shit. I just got on stage and I did what I thought to do, and it worked out.
That's completely. That's how I do it too.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I used to just go in there and tell my story. This is
Yeah.
what happened the other day.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then when you learned, like when the people who knew you started judging you, that's when they fuck with you, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. You know too much. Now you know too much. So you get scared. And the fear sets in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happened.
I think like when I was in New York, like to me doing comedy was like I did not care what people thought
Yep.
of me. I would just go in there and talk about the craziest thing that went through my head. You know, one of my set was a story of this girl fighting while having sex, and that I did not stop. It's like, hang me a pillow. And she didn't know why. She hang me a pillow, and I put the pillow. Keep on going. It's okay.
You know why? Because Dick don't think like that.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like, I'm not being stopped by this, you know.
No.
And then, you know, the story was like, at the end, it's like, hey, don't go for Mexican on if you're planning to get laid.
That's right. That's
Gonna
right.
come back and bite you. But no,
Yeah.
I've done so much. And I used to go up there and just talk about things that happened to me,
Yeah.
the stories, and it was fun. But
Yeah.
but yeah, people always told me, one of my business partner, Chris, who's seen some of my shows, like, you need to put together your story. You need to organize it and all that and prepare it, and you probably do a lot better. But it's hard for me because to me, it's like I like to feed off the audience too, you know, and stuff like that.
I think it's only hard for you now because you're thinking about it.
Probably.
When you stop thinking about it and you just get out there and you just do it. My goal now in comedy, because when I started failing. One, I was in this whole relationship, you know, and he came out to see me a couple times, and you know that can be a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bad for me and for him. Because he wants me to succeed, so he's extremely nervous. Because if I bomb, then he bombs. You know what I mean? So if now, when I get on stage, it's just have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. For most of the time now, it's therapy.
Yeah.
Because when I was going through the divorce, I killed my husband on the stage. I just killed this motherfucker on the stage. You know what I mean? And he hadn't died yet.
Double murder.
Yeah. And he's about to die the most miserable death because he's now, you know, a person of prominence in his mind, right? To me, he's a fucking clown because he did clown ass shit. So he will forever be known as Judge Cuckoo, as far as I'm concerned.
Wow.
Yeah. Fuck him. Fuck him. He presented this character, not me. And I took the character, but the thing that makes it successful for me is therapy.
Mm-hmm.
It's therapy. My husband, one of my best jokes came from the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
And it went like I recently discovered I'm in a same-sex marriage. Oh, no, I'm not a lesbian. My husband's a bitch. And that's the joke. That's the joke. And that became one of my best jokes.
That is a good one.
It became, but it was also therapeutic.
Yeah.
Because he was acting like a fucking bitch. He was.
And I love the way she says it too.
And I feel like, you know,
The
this
emphasis.
guy, same thing. Same guy, different face.
Oh Lord.
Same guy.
I feel embarrassed for us men.
You should. They are pathetic. And, you know, everybody thought he was African. He's not African. He's mixed, though. He's mixed. Mm-hmm. He's mixed with bitch and nigga. Bitch, nigga. Bitch, nigga. He's mixed. And that's my life. And this is the stuff that is born from the pain that I've endured.
And that's good. You can laugh about it. You
I
can
have
make a
to.
joke and make
Yeah.
a living.
It's that because I didn't shoot the motherfucker in the head, which
Yeah.
is what I wanted to do. But I didn't.
You know, Shakira ended up making like 2 or 3 hit songs after her breakup.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like
Millionaire, top
millionaire,
100,
top 100.
number 1, number 3, something.
Really?
Yeah.
Man.
Okay,
She-
see,
yeah.
that's the thing.
And she went after her boyfriend's mom. She
Ooh.
went after everybody
Ooh,
on the
the
song.
family?
Their family, everybody. She didn't forgive
They must
nobody.
have been mean to her.
They were
They
man.
must
Yeah,
have
you
been
saw
mean.
you saw videos where like the mother-in-law was just trying like like shut up, you don't talk, like put it on the side, like okay, whatever. Now like when I listen to songs now, I didn't put too much attention to it because you listen to the song, yeah, that we split and we divorce, okay, cool, but now when you put attention, it's like damn, that's
She
a
going
letter.
in. She
That's
going in.
that's like you say, it's therapeutical. So
It's therapeutic.
in your life, I always love comedy. It was like having fun last week. I was telling Ricardo, like people in the kitchen. I make jokes about people in the restaurant. You know, like people come in and I'm like, oh shit, or like you always get something out from a customer that he comes in and tell you, oh, this wasn't hot, and I was like, yeah, it's medium rare. What do you expect? It's not going to be hot. It's going to be a little
medium.
warm. It's medium rare. It has to be cold from the inside. Can you heat it up for me? Okay, so you want it well done. No, but I don't want it well done. I want it hot. And it's like, what do you want me to do? So it's things that we work on that, and then you learn. And they've been telling a bunch of stuff that we see a comedian that talks about everything in the restaurant business, but on your experience in the comedy world as a woman, you mentioned that at the beginning, CEO with the mentality that you have. What have been one of the best moments that you had as a woman in the comedy? That you say, okay, this is my moment. This is one of the things that it make me grow, keep going, make it happen.
So one of the best experiences that I've had in comedy is one, meeting the people who I've idolized over time. You know, like one of my favorite comedians from the 80s was D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley was probably, and I can remember a significant amount of his set. And that is a testament in homage to any comedian. Like, you know, a comedian is good when you can remember their jokes.
Yeah.
You know, like I know some Dave Chappelle jokes, I know some Tony Woods jokes, and I know a lot of D.L. Hughley jokes. And one of my favorite jokes was from him back in the day when he was here. The one time I saw him live, it had to be in the 80s. And it was at, I think it was at Constitution Hall. And he came in, he had this big-ass suit on, because when you look at it now, it's like a zoot suit. It was way bigger than him. You know, it wasn't tailored, like not like the suits he wears now. But it was, he was standing there, and two things happened during that show. This one girl came in, and she came in late. And she had on all this white, like this white thing, and it had all these things on it, you know, like fringes, you know. And she came in and she walked in, and he looked at her and he said, "You like a big ass cloud. Sit your ass down," you know, because she had this white thing on. And he just started fucking with her. And then there was this guy in the audience, and he had on a skinny tie, and he said it looked like a civil rights suit. Because the tie was real thin, and you know the lapels were thin. And the funniest thing in there was this guy was in the audience, and the dude had missing teeth. And he said, "You got summer teeth. Some are here, some are there. Like you ought to hang a sign on your left tooth saying next tooth 2 miles away." Like, it was so funny.
Next to 2 miles
Yeah.
away.
And it was summer teeth. That was the joke, right? So stuff
And
like
he
that.
did that in the spot.
I remember that. I don't know if it was something he had in his repertoire or it was on the spot, but yes, he did it on the spot. And I've since seen him do his set 1,000,000 times. And the stuff that he makes look like it's on the spot, it's really not. You know, it's stuff that he does over and over and over and over and over, but it looks like it's spontaneous. And like, this guy is brilliant. as far as I'm concerned. Chappelle, same thing. Same thing. He tells stories. He's one of the most amazing storytellers. You know, and I love that. I love that. I want that. You know, my comedy style is storytelling.
Yeah.
So I tell stories, but I don't know that I'm Chappelle storytelling yet.
Yeah.
But I will.
That's tough. I mean,
it's amazing.
the way he crafted and all that. But
Yeah.
but you know, it's just watching how comedians tell stories, and I think he's so creative. Like the way he brings it, and then like he surprises you because he takes you one way, and then he catch you up with something else that you're not expecting and
Yeah.
all that,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
It's
when he
so
was,
clever.
I know when he was telling on the last show the Jim Carrey story. You know, that he was acting like Dave and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
And-
Jim Carrey was no, was it Jim Carrey?
Yeah, it was Jim
It was
Carrey.
no, it was somebody he wanted to meet.
It was Jim Carrey.
Was it Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
But Jim Carrey was in character
In character, yeah.
as somebody else.
Yeah, he was in character as some comedian.
Oh,
Dave,
Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And Jim Carrey was being Andy Kaufman, and he's like, I really wanted to meet this guy, and he was being Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
And he was like,
And then he's like, and that's how I feel about transgender people.
that was it. It was so funny.
I know.
It was so funny. You know, he did a similar story about what's the guy who went to jail for fucking all the young girls?
Oh, Einstein? No.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeff Epstein. So he talked about this guy. This was in one of his previous specials. And he talked about this guy that he grew up with in his neighborhood. And the dude was the most promising, you know, like most likely to succeed kind of cat. And this guy, he talked about Jeff Epstein. And he talked about him going to jail and, you know, committing suicide. And this dude went to, you know, grew up with them. And this guy was like, of all of them, the best. You know, he was the smartest. He was the most successful. He went off and, you know, did well. And he remembered the guy telling him that the chick he was messing with, this girlfriend, he was like, I remember thinking, save that bitch for later in life, you know? And he went ahead and married this chick, and the chick took him for everything. And he lost everything, and he ended up coming back home to Silver Spring, living with his mom, the guy, in his mom's basement. And he ran into the dude, and the dude was doing terribly. And he said, you know, and he never thought to kill himself. Like Jeff Epstein. You know what I mean? It was just so funny. And I didn't do the story any service because I don't remember it entirely. But the gist was, you know, he took the story, took you through all of that shit. And it was really about Jeff Epstein killed himself and he got more money than God. Okay?
Yeah.
And this dude did
Who
all of
lost
this
everything.
and didn't kill himself. It's just like that kind of thing is so crafty. And as you hone your craft and you become familiar with the space and, you know, the work, because it's work, it's constant work, it just gets so good. It gets so good. It's nothing like hitting the stage and hearing 1,000 laughs all at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The energy,
The energy is fun.
the room.
The room is
Yeah.
and then you know, like when I used to do my joke about the fart and all that, I used to always go to a table full of women and they would be laughing, and I get real serious. Did that happen to you guys? Did that happen to one of you? Is that why you laughing? And they be pointing at each other and all that.
Because who hasn't? Who hasn't passed gas?
Yeah, so it's fun.
It is
It's fun. You get fed. Like to me, like I always tell people, like comedy, especially when it's a tight room and everybody's so close, you feel that energy, it fits you, you know. But yeah, the storytelling is the best.
You should come back out.
I will.
You should come back out. There's a great room on Saturday nights, late nights at 11:30,
Oh wow.
down at the DC Comedy Loft.
Okay.
And it's open mic comedy. Old Mike B is the guy. open mic comedy, and he, I think this Saturday he's having a birthday show at 11:30. We should go.
Okay.
We should go. It's so cozy. It's a real small. The room probably as big as this room, and it's full of comics and people just coming. It's like old school vibe, like that whole comedy set, the small stage. It's dope. It's so good. It's so good. You would do well in there.
Okay.
And it's a small room.
It's a small room.
Like, so if you want to just get started again,
Yeah.
just come.
I mean, I get people laughing all the time. I get these people laughing all the time.
I believe it.
Yeah, so
I believe
We don't
it.
pay, but it's fun.
it's fun.
I believe
We
it.
don't pay, but he comes with these deals that is like, oh my God, for real, and then you just have to crack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have you have the two worlds. You have DC and the Latino thing. So it's just mixing that
It's
with
so
the
fun.
traveling. It's fun. It's
so
fun.
fun. So business is interesting. I've not worked a regular job. I left my job in 2016 after 15 years at this particular company as an affordable housing manager. And I vowed never to work a job again. Nevertheless, I did. I got tapped to come and save, which is where Cracking the CEO Code came. Save a startup management firm in its fourth year of inception, and they were really struggling to manage in the affordable housing realm. And I was consulting with this particular company, and one of the contract administrators from the city agency recommended to them that they get me. I didn't know that until after. They contacted me, and I went in. I'm like, I don't want no fucking job. No. Pass. But they were like, you have to do it. I said, no, I don't. I said no in probably 43 different languages. And I'm really not polylingual. I speak English, hood rat. You know what I mean?
And Spanish, no, is no
A little
too.
bit of Spanish and some French. But I'm not fluent in anything but English and hood rat. And I said no. Hell to the motherfucking no. No. Shit ass no. I said it in so many different languages. And the idea of it was so attractive. It was a minority-owned company. They were developers. They weren't property managers. And I felt like I was the missing link. Once I was able to figure it out, I did. I went in and I told them it would take me maybe a year or more to clean up the mess that they had made and fix it. It really took me like 3 months. 3 months. So
Did you collect a year's salary, though?
Of course.
That's
I
good.
did. I collected a couple years' salary, and I had a 3-year deal, but I didn't stay 3 years. I stayed 2 years, and it was challenging, but it was consuming. It took everything. I was working almost 24 hours a day. It was just so much. And they were ungrateful. So it's almost like if you are very, very sick and you go to the best specialist and they fix you, it's hard for you to remember how bad off you were because the good doctor has come in and done what they do. So it makes it seem like you weren't as bad off as you were. You know, you talked about something like that earlier. When you're good at a thing, like Michael Jordan, when you are good at a thing, you make it look easy.
Easy, yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
And because you're so good at it, every motherfucking body think they can do what you do because you did such a good job.
I went through an experience. I was telling Ricardo, it was like I consumed myself like it was no more. I went to get a restaurant. they called me. It's like, hey, we need somebody to set up and everything. And then I opened the restaurant in a month and a half. I went to do the things so easy, and then exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Like I believe I'm not pretentious or something, but I believe that I'm one of the people in the restaurant business that make things happen because of the experience that I have. But then they don't see the value that you leave over there because it's so quick. And then it's just like Ricardo had a word that I remember and that I will keep remember because I won't do it again. He's like, you went to work with somebody else. And I was like, fuck no, I quit. Because it become in a certain way, a nightmare because I thought that the company was really on their stuff. They had their shit together. And then it wasn't. So I got to a point that I said, okay, we're going to take you to it. They told me, they promised me stuff that, they say stuff that it was not going to be real, but I believe.
Yeah.
We're going to take you out. We're going to take you to Paris. We're going to have dinner at the Eiffel Tower, and then we're going to bring you back in a private jet. First of all, I had to row to go to Paris. And I stayed in the house and I went back. But it was a cool story because it's just like it didn't happen the right way. They lied to me. It was like having a girlfriend that tells you, I'll give it to you tonight, but it didn't happen. So it was like, it's experiences that you have in life that it teach you, like, okay, go back to what you're doing. It's tough what we do because I left the management job on 2018, half of 2018.
Yeah.
And I say, I have the possibility to do my own things. I have the possibility to go help people do their stuff, arrange stuff. But then you learn so much. Then when I went back over there, I say, you know what? Yeah, they promised me this. But halfway, I said, like, you know what? It's not going to happen.
No.
Because you have so much knowledge about that niche that you were like, we're going to give you popcorn. And I was like, no, they won't.
Yeah.
So went back and I told Ricardo, I was like, I remember that night that he said, yeah, okay, you're working for somebody else now. You went back, and I was like, I quit. Fuck this shit. I quit. That next day, I told him, hey, I quit. And he's laughing. I get my 20 days. And it is like, leave that shit. And because I have so many things to do, Like right now, I left, and I already have 12 customers, 12 clients that they just like. And then because I did the work for that place, now they're calling me to be like, hey.
Yeah.
We have an opportunity. I won't take it because I don't want to hear he's like, what I mean?
Because
but
in addition to that, they don't deserve you, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing about allowing people back into your space when they violate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And these are the life's lessons. As good as we are at what we endeavor, it is a disservice. To your talent, to all that you bring, the tenacity. Like, I'm committed.
Yeah, me too.
And when you step in and you rode all the way to Paris, it's because of your tenacity. You know what I mean? Yeah. Despite the fact that you promised me a private jet, I went ahead and rode. You know what I mean? Because that's who I am. But you don't deserve this anymore. So you can't have access to me. It's when people violate the sanctity of our amazingness, they don't get it again. You can't even, motherfucker, you can't even look at me. You don't even get to see my fabulous pictures. I don't even want you beating your dick to me. You know what I mean? If you do, you're going to remember it in your mind. It's not going to be because you see me. And those are the things that I am learning to take from my value. You understand? Like, everybody does not deserve access to me anymore. And once you show me that you don't know what to do with it, when I grant it to you and I have to remove myself, then you never get the opportunity again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
No matter who you are. No matter
yeah.
how good,
Really good
you
point.
promise me or you offer me, you just don't get it. You don't deserve it. No. Pass. That's it. Go be amazing.
Oh yeah.
And let the motherfuckers
Oh
see
yeah.
it, but
Oh
don't let them
yeah.
experience
It's
it.
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's like I was laughing today. I was like sitting down and looking at the numbers and then doing the projects for the whole next 6 months and putting the letters together. And then I talked to another partner and then she's like, "No, we have to do this. We have to do that." And I was like, "Okay, we'll talk next week." Construction people. We went to sit. So like now it's just like, okay, I just want to work 3 hours a day,
Yeah.
and I want to come here, do the classes,
Yep.
have fun with this kid. You know,
And go be fucking
go
amazing.
try restaurants,
Do the
talk
shit
to
that makes you
people,
happy.
do
Yes.
business. You know what I mean? Just
Yes.
grab people like you, be able to say what we can do together, and then it's a list that we have. Like it's a line of people over there that we have to reach out and be like, hey, because I believe that we have that energy and be able to understand each other on that channel.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? And then I was telling Ricardo, like, okay, whenever we jump on the other one, you will find completely different people, but it's going to be smaller. And it's just like that, and then you will get to the point that it's like, okay, yeah, I know. Like, it's funny because I meet people 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then they start saying something to me, or like the way that they move their bodies, and I was like, okay, I know who's the guy.
That's right.
You know, oh,
That's
I know
right.
who's the lady. And then, or like, whenever I have to solve my situation, it's like, yeah, they're lying to me. Okay, so what else?
That's right.
Yeah, but what else? But
That's
why you
exactly
want to do
right.
that? No, but why you want to do it? For real? No, why? Okay, no, because of this. Okay, no, but because why?
Yeah.
No, because of that. No, but why? Okay, fine. I lost like $90,000 and I need to put this shit together and then I need to work it out in this. If not, my wife is going to lose her house. And then I was like, okay, don't deal. We get that restaurant fixed. Now I understand. But we
Yeah.
have to change those.
Yep.
And then so it's cool. It's nice. It's nice meeting you. It's nice having you here. I like your story.
Thank you.
Like that you were dating a bitch.
Likewise. I was dating a bitch. I was.
A breed bitch. No, but it's
That's
cool.
right.
It's fun because you meet women that, like, for example, in your side, and it'd be like full entrepreneur. But I believe the entrepreneur is like you try yourself for a better person, but you have fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
And
And it's
you
fun.
know, in all things, I've been able to find humor. And that's the beauty in life for me. You know, I find a way to make everything a happy moment, even the sad shit. And it's been some sad stuff, but I don't spend time in sadness. I live in happiness.
You have to live in happiness. You have to, you know, like what
Yeah.
you said earlier, like you enjoy eating. I tell people like
I do.
I enjoy eating. Sometimes like just go watch a movie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
sometimes like be thankful. Like some people are fighting cancer right now.
Yeah.
And you out here
That's true.
alive and all that. So
That is
don't let things
absolutely true.
bring you down because, you know, situations and stuff like that. But thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you for
enjoy it.
having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me. I look forward to everything that we have coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
I love this space. I can't wait to be in it again. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
you got to
excited for
come more
you.
often.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for us.
Yeah,
We can really have a good time.
I'm excited. I'm excited about this comedy show.
Yeah. These shows.
The shows are coming, yeah.
We get ready to do it. And I still owe you some information.
And it's
I'll get
okay.
that to you.
We're going to work it.
Yeah.
I got Facebook going, and we're gonna start hitting it hard with this social
Yeah.
media campaign
Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
do you have a Just Joke Facebook page or
Yes.
anything? Okay, Instagram?
Same thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
LinkedIn.
Okay.
No.
We have to make one on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to share on LinkedIn, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even do my own LinkedIn right now, my Nikki Moore LinkedIn. I actually have it, and I keep looking at it and saying, you should take a look. I keep looking at it and saying I should separate them because I'm lazy as hell. So I have Monique Nikki Moore LinkedIn. So it's the combination of the property management and the comedy. And I know the people in the property management realm are like, what the fuck is this? And the people in the comedy like, bitch, what? You know, you're not successful in either space, but I am. I'm extremely successful.
No, you are. That's you.
In both spaces. So, but I was too lazy to do 2 different LinkedIn pages.
You don't have
No, but
to.
you don't have to. You can keep one and just it's structured
Well,
in a certain
that's
way
exactly
where
what I
like you can
did.
show
I
your
thought
values.
it was a mess.
No,
you can fix
no.
it.
Okay.
No, you can
You
arrange
just
it.
keep it.
My kid can do it for you.
Okay. Okay.
I don't use LinkedIn as often.
No one does. Does anyone?
No, some
No,
people
it's a bunch
do
of
it.
people that they
Some
do.
people do it.
I-
Some people
I-
get
Well,
this.
you're right, because I knew, like, my former partners, they will go on LinkedIn and look up people.
Yeah.
And I
I
did.
use it sometimes to look at people, but I get a lot of people reaching out offering me service through LinkedIn,
Okay.
and that's becoming really annoying.
Really? What
Yeah.
you mean offer you service?
Like people reaching out, we can do SEO for you. We can
Oh,
do this
yeah,
for
Marketing, we can
Marketing.
I thought
teach you
meant
how
like,
to do sales. We like
I
teach
thought you
you-
meant
like,
like
hey-
blowjobs. And
No,
none of that.
no, I
No.
wish they would do that. You know?
No, that's not in LinkedIn.
That's
Not LinkedIn.
That's not.
Oh, that's OnlyFans.
That's only fun to know that. Yeah. Maybe they need that. We need that.
Yeah.
You know.
The
Hey,
LinkedIn blowjobs. Maybe I need to go on and offer some CEOs blowjobs
Yes.
on LinkedIn.
Yes. there you-
LinkedIn.
That's right. Are you stressed today?
Hey,
Hey,
you don't have to be.
you don't have to be. When I went to Peru, because I travel, I decided to go get a massage.
Uh-huh.
And I went to get a massage, and right in the middle, like when I'm getting a massage, they're like, "Would you like some happy
Happy
ending?"
ending.
Yeah, they offered me.
know,
Did
They
they get the
never
clowns out?
They never offer the women happy endings.
Yeah, they
What
offer,
is that?
They offer me happy ending. I know that.
All of my guy friends get offered happy endings when they get massages.
Yeah.
I never get offered a happy ending.
Oh,
I know.
we need that.
See? Being a woman boss.
That's
Like I even asked the guy once, and I said, "Do you do these type of massages?" He said, "Yeah." And I'm waiting. I had a whole like hour, 90-minute massage, and he never did it. I said maybe he didn't. He was Latino, so maybe he didn't understand what the fuck I was asking for,
Yeah.
or something. I was like, "What? Where's my happy ending?"
yes.
Never.
They-
Never. That's a man thing. That
That
is
is.
definitely a man thing. Because they never offer the women happy. We want happy endings too, people.
Yes.
Okay?
I think
I just want
everybody
you
was
all to
happy
know.
ending.
Yeah.
I mean, it's.
But they never do.
Yeah,
They never do. Oh, well.
that could be a good business. I've been seeing videos about these men now that do this whole.
Yeah,
massage
I have
and all.
too.
Yeah, so.
But they in Atlanta. They not here.
No, they do come into DC every now and then.
Really?
Yeah.
But when you see it, send it to me. Okay?
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because I will hire them.
yeah, definitely. I'll go and film it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We need happy endings. Happy endings!
Happy ending. So let's end with happy ending.
Let's end with happy endings. This has been great.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Share the videos. Follow us. We are putting together all the last shows that we did, and we're going to create a whole YouTube page in which everything's going to be there. And, hey, thank you for watching. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year. Follow me at Nikki Moore Funny, NikiMoore Funny. On Facebook, Instagram, well, Nikki Moore Funny, Instagram, TikTok. I was on X, but not anymore. And follow me on Facebook, comedian, the female version, Nikki Moore.
Nikki Moore.
Okay, when is the next show?
Next show is next Tuesday. Tuesday, January 16, Union Time to Laugh. And then February 24, it's us. It's Just Jokes USA presents Laugh-A-Go-Go, music and
Laugh-A-Go-Go.
comedy at Capitol Turnaround in Southeast DC. Amazing venue. Laugh-A-Go-Go will become a comedy series, and we're going to do all types of comedy. We're doing a melting pot of comedy. We're going to do Latin comedy. We're going to do white comedians. We're going to do black comedians, brown comedians, purple comedians, blue
Everything.
comedians. We're doing all comedy. Transgender comedians.
Yes.
We're going to have
Handicap.
comedians. Yes.
Do you see these Mexican guys that
That's
like
gonna
they
be
didn't
so
talk?
funny. What they do?
They don't talk. It's everything on movement and like for real. But the whole show is about like, it's about they don't talk. So I'll show it to you. I'll send
You
it
have
to you.
to show that.
You laugh. He was like making jokes about people that they can't talk either.
Oh my
so
God.
it's just insane.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to have that too.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, we're going to entertain. We're bringing a different kind of experience into DC.
Just Jokes
DC
USA.
is not going to be boring anymore.
All comedy.
We're
all
going
the
to bring
time.
everything. So,
That's right.
Jorge, what's going on for you?
So,
2024.
oh, life is beautiful. We're coming with like a bunch of stuff. Really good things. Restaurants, classes, joining the comedy show, helping Ricardo to create. I will give him some content. Support Nikki on the six shows of the year, and then helping people.
Yes.
Guiding the way of like how they can be successful on the stuff that I know. I'm like I prove it already 47 times. It's a way of like living, and then if you have a business, just put it to work and then
Put it
make
to
it
work.
work.
Make
Yes.
it work. I
That's
like
all.
those sneakers. Those are actually dope.
They're nice.
They are. I got a couple people into those. They're
Thank you
very-
for
Thank you,
watching.
people.
Good night.
It was a great night. Thank you, Nikki, Ricardo.
Thank you.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys next Wednesday.
Next
Tune
Wednesday.
in.
Tune in. Follow us.
This is great. I love this. Okay, boys.